Trending topic in South Africa this morning. In fact, all bar one at the moment, topics in South Africa trending relate to Nelson Mandela. The former president brought an end to apartheid, to white minority rule. These the comments from the United Nations Deputy Secretary General. Today, let us commit to build on Nelson Mandela's example of selflessness, tolerance and a sense of shared purpose. So Nelson Mandela's life cannot be summed up in 2 minutes, but it is worth pointing out some key achievements. That Nelson Mandela led the resistance against the white minority rule. He was imprisoned for 27 years. In that time, he rejected violence and transformed his philosophy to want to lead the country. He helped with the eradication, led the eradication of apartheid, became South Africa's first black president, winning, of course, a Nobel Peace Prize. Celebrations in South Africa, as we're hearing, and around the world going on. I just want to bring up this. We can take a closer look at this. Commemorative banknotes in South Africa celebrating Nelson Mandela here on the note itself. Now, because of the nature of these celebrations, here we are looking at Nelson Mandela's face on money, printed money. Some people concerned that maybe the key message is being ever so slightly commercialised. Here, a South African presenter here saying the whole hullabaloo about Mandela is not about honouring him, it's about making money. Mandela's brand is funded, she goes on to say. It's just a profitable coincidence that Mandela money-making scheme also numbs down the trauma of apartheid for a whole number of groups there, including black women. There's also a debate raging about to what extent Nelson Mandela brought about economic freedom for black people, to what extent he brought about economic freedom for women. Yes, people are saying political freedom, wonderful, but there is still a discussion about exactly what his legacy will be. Other people pointing out that maybe more needs to be made about the women in the struggle for against apartheid. That Winnie Mandela, for example, should receive the same kind of treatment as Nelson Mandela. So a discussion about his legacy. But yesterday, Obama gave a speech, a rare speech for him, in which he addressed Nelson Mandela's legacy, saying that democracy and the values that Nelson Mandela stood for should be supported. Not mentioning his successor, but talking against strongman politics. So Nelson Mandela's legacy, 100 years after his birth, still getting people talking now.